Hi Sam. It's great to see you again. Today, we're going to learn the word
Moment.
Hi Alex.
Moment.
That sounds familiar. What does it mean?
well.
Moment.
Means a moment in English, but it can also refer to a point in time or a brief period. The most common usage is for a specific point in time, like just a moment. Just be careful, as it might sound like the English word momentum, but they are quite different.
Interesting. Can you tell me more about the grammar of
Moment.
Absolutely.
Moment.
Is a masculine noun, so it uses the article.
Der.
In the plural, it becomes.
Die Momente.
For example, you can say,
Der Moment ist wichtig.
which means the moment is important. In the past tense, you could say,
Ich hatte einen schönen Moment.
meaning I had a nice moment.
and how do you use it in a sentence?
Good question. You could say,
Wir haben im Moment viel zu tun.
meaning we have a lot to do at the moment. In the imperative, you might say,
Gib mir einen Moment.
which means give me a moment.
That's clear. Where does the word
Moment.
come from?
The origin of
Moment.
is quite fascinating. It comes from the Latin word,
Momentum.
which means movement or a brief period of time. It made its way into Old High German and has been used in similar contexts since then. Over time, the meaning shifted to focus more on specific points in time rather than just movement. Now let's break down the word
Moment.
into its parts. It doesn't have a prefix or suffix, but we can think of it as a standalone word. However, in other words, we often look for Lego pieces to assemble meanings.
I see. Can you give me some examples of similar words?
Sure. Here are some examples. First, with the same prefix,
Morgen.
means morning, and
Monat.
means month. With the same suffix,
Ment. Experiment.
means experiment, and
Dokument.
means document. Lastly, a compound word like
Momentaufnahme.
means snapshot, combining, and
Aufnahme.
which means recording.
That's a lot of words. Can we practice using
Moment.
in real-life situations?
Definitely. For example, when you're at the doctor, you might say,
Einen Moment, bitte.
which means one moment, please. Can you repeat that?
Einen Moment, bitte.
Perfect. Another situation could be when you're meeting someone. You could say,
Ich brauche einen Moment.
meaning I need a moment.
Ich brauche einen Moment.
Great. Lastly, while traveling, you might say,
Moment, wo ist der Bahnhof?
which means, excuse me, where is the train station?
Moment, wo ist der Bahnhof?
Excellent job, Sam. Now, let's talk about gender memory hints for.
Moment.
Since it's masculine, you could remember it with the ending.
Ment.
Masculine nouns often have that ending in German. You might picture a strong man holding a clock, representing time.
That's a vivid image.
For usage notes,
Moment.
can be used in both formal and informal contexts. Typical collocations are
Im Moment. Einen Moment warten. Der perfekte Moment.
and.
Im nächsten Moment.
Just be careful not to confuse it with
Momentum. Momentan.
which means currently.
Got it.
Let's look at some example sentences. You could say,
Im Moment bin ich beschäftigt.
meaning at the moment, I am busy. Or,
Der Moment war perfekt.
which means the moment was perfect.
Those are helpful.
Another one might be,
Ich erinnere mich an diesen Moment.
meaning I remember that moment. And also,
Hast du einen Moment?
which translates to, do you have a moment?
I think I'm getting it.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What is the article for?
Moment.
It's
Der.
Correct. How do you say give me a moment in German?
Gib mir einen Moment.
Excellent. What's the plural form of?
Moment.
Momente.
Right. What's the origin of the word?
Moment.
It comes from Latin, right?
Exactly. And can you give me a sentence using?
Moment.
Im Moment habe ich viel zu tun.
Nicely done. To wrap up, remember that
Moment.
is a versatile word meaning a point in time. Keep practicing, and you'll get even more comfortable using it. I'm proud of your progress, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed learning about
Moment.
today.